And this is one of the biggest misconceptions, because you think that you have to win every trade to be profitable, and that's not really the truth. Professional traders understand that trading is a game of probabilities and not perfection. And one of the most important concepts to help you understand profitability is risk to reward ratio, which is represented as RRR. I don't know if you've come across something like that, but that's what it means, risk to reward ratio. Let me put it on the screen. Give me a minute. RR. Risk to reward ratio, represented as RRR. Something like that. So that's really what it is, and you just have to understand that winning every trade is not what makes you profitable. It's how you calculate your risk. Is actually what you're willing to lose, and the reward is what you're willing to gain, what you're setting yourself open to gain. So all risk to reward ratio means is what you're willing to risk in order to gain this. So if your risk to reward ratio, which I know you'd have come across this while setting trades, let's use a log here. This. Now you can see it. Look at this, is where it is risk to reward ratio. You can see it there. This right now is 2.51, which is like 2. So whatever I'm risking, if I'm risking $10 on a trade, it means that if my risk to reward ratio is 2.51, it will mean that if I'm risking $10, I'm expecting roughly $25 in exchange. That's all it means. If my stop loss here is 10 pips or $10, let me use money. If my stop loss is $10 and my risk to reward ratio is 2.5, which we can leave it at 2 or 3, but this is 2.5. It just literally means that whatever I'm risking, I'm going to get it 2.5 times. So if it's just 2, it means whatever I'm risking, I'm expecting 2 times whatever I'm risking. If I'm risking $10 and my risk reward ratio is 2, I'm expecting $20. If it's 2.5, like it's on the screen, you're expecting $25 because you're risking 10. If it's 3, you're expecting $30 because you're risking 10. So it's just whatever amount you're risking, your risk to reward ratio is just equivalent to that, but times whatever number your risk to reward ratio is. If you're risking $100 and your risk to reward ratio is 2, you're literally expecting $200 in return. So that's just all it is. And the thing is, you need to know how to position this well, because being profitable, this also contributes to being profitable, because you can't have a one-to-one. It just literally means that a one-to-one risk to reward ratio really means if I'm risking $10, I'm expecting $10. Most people trade like that, but it's not. I don't think that's trading. 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and more, but nothing out of reality. You understand? Nothing out of reality. Sorry about that. So you just need to understand that that's what risk to reward ratio is, and it also contributes to how you trade, because if you're willing to risk $10 and then you're doing a one-to-one, which is one-to-one is your risk is 1 and what you're expecting to gain is 1 times your risk. So it means one-to-one that I just said now is literally you're risking $10 to expect $10 profit. That's one-to-one. You're risking $10 to expect to $20 profit. That's 1 to 2. So your risk is the 1, your expectation is the 2. So the 2 means times 2 of whatever the 1 is. If it's 3, it's times 3 of whatever the 1 is, which is if you're risking $10, it's the 1. Even if you're risking 100, you're risking 50, it's the 1. and then if you see 1:2, the 2 is, it means your 1, you're expecting twice whatever the figure of the representation of that 1 is. If it's 2, if it's 3, if it's 30, it means if you're risking 10 and you have 1:30, it means your $10 times 30, which is 300. That's just what risk to reward ratio actually is. But you have to understand this and know how to use it correctly, because most of the time you just think, oh, if I do a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I would be risking $10 and expecting $10 in return. And it doesn't work that way, because if you lose 10 trades in a row, or no, sorry, if you have 5 trades, if you have 5 trades, and on the 5 trades you end up maybe losing 3, and then you have profits from 2 trades. Your risk to reward ratio is what's going to protect your capital and still make you profitable in situations like that, because now you've lost 3 trades in a row, and let's say you risk all $10 for each trade, and that's leaving you like 30, and you lose all 3, so you've lost $30, right? And then you have 2 more trades to take, and you're still willing to risk 10 on each trade, and then you have like a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, which means if on both trades you have a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio and you're risking $10, it means if it hits your profit on each trade, you should be making roughly back $40 if both trades go right, which in this illustration both 2 trades does go right, and you lose 3. Now you've lost 3, and that's just you losing $30, right? And now these other 2 trades that goes right, you just made $40. Now, firstly, it has covered for your loss, and you have an extra $10 profit. This keeps your capital and still keeps you in profit, regardless that you lose most trades. Sometimes it will still keep you in profit, because you know how to utilize your risk to reward ratio and use them correctly. So that's just really what it is, and there's not so much to it. So yeah, you just need to understand these concepts, because it's actually going to be of help to you and help you stay profitable. You can't just go and be doing 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio on every trade. So that is very, very important. So you have to also learn how to not move your stop loss. And just in addition, don't let the fear of losing make you lose. The fear of losing can be the reason you lose. So don't be quick to adjusting your stop loss. Don't be quick to taking to break even. Just tell yourself, I'm willing to risk this, and I'm going to do it, and go for it. That's just the reality of it. So you have to just have those mindsets, get your emotions out of the room while you trade, and just do those things out of what you know and not what you feel. So yeah, that's all I'm going to leave you with today, and I'm going to leave the link in my description like I always do for TradingView and for Exness. Exness is a broker and TradingView is an app for your chat. So I'm going to leave the link in the description like I always do. So do well to make use of the link. And also, for a reminder, this is just for educational purpose. This is in no way a financial advice. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you guys on my next video. Do have a nice day.